All right, we are almost ready to go here. Hello, everyone, by the way. I literally walked in the door like 2 minutes before I hit go live on this stream. So I am here. I am just getting some things set up because I've not been home very much today. So, but yeah, you're going to do this watch along of St. Louis City 2 versus North Texas SC here in just a little bit. Just bear with me for a bit. All right, I think we're about ready. Finally. Whew, what a day. Turns out people have things to do on Saturdays, including myself. All right. ZZ Top, or I guess 8-bit ZZ Top, can take a break. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. It is your resident soccer zombie, Tom Franklin here. I actually just realized when I went live that I forgot one key component. So hang on 1 second here. Okay, we are back. Now we'll know the time. I always set that off to the side when I'm not using it. So how is everyone doing tonight? Man, I'm so glad to be back doing a watch along. I thought with the Minnesota game that the time of the watch along was over, but thankfully St. Louis City 2 is still alive, and therefore so are our chances of seeing a St. Louis City related home match at Energizer Park. Can't call it City Park anymore. Energizer Park before the year is out. That would be next Friday. Jerry Hayes in the house, the one who insists that you be good and do good. How's it going, Jerry? City 2 for the win, hopefully. Vamos City Dos. Vamos City Dos. What's going on, Jeremy? Welcome. Bucket Hat SC. I understand that Tim, or I guess Bucket Hat, you have gotten the Tim Parker out of your name. You made that switch on social media, so now you're just Bucket Hat SC. But you know what? I've not gotten the Tim Parker out of my life. This is my final Four Hands Brewing Parker Pilsner. that is in my fridge. And I think it is time that we say goodbye to it. Hopefully that doesn't mean we have to say goodbye to the season, but this will be the last St. Louis City related watch along of the year. So only fitting. But end of an era today. Tim's bucket hat is just bucket hat SC now. We need to get Henry Kessler in a bucket hat. Ryan Fraley is here. Oh, how's it going, Ryan? I'm here too. Jeremy was digging the 8-bit ZZ Top. Hopefully it doesn't get a copyright thing, because when I played the Prince Let's Go Crazy 8-bit, I actually got a copyright claim from like the Prince people on that. I guess you can't even play covers, or at least very good covers anyway. Then nothing happened. I mean, I'm just, I think I had to give them like, I think I made like 40 cents on that show anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. Oh, St. Louis. That's right. That's right. It feels so good. We can still say that. And by the way, it feels so good to do a watch along where there's actually something on the line tonight. Like this is like actual like life or death here for St. Louis City 2 and all of our St. Louis MLS related soccer hopes this year. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one at North Texas SC. Amy Murr, how's it going? It was good to see you today at the Bino tournament hosted by City Refs and Four Hands Brewing. That was a good time today. By the way, speaking of Four Hands, got the Parker Pills there, which was not for sale, by the way, at Four Hands. I'm guessing that's done now that Tim Parker's gone. But if anyone else was at the Bino tournament earlier today, let me know. It was a fun time. Bino's a fun game. Bino is a tabletop soccer game where you flick the ball around. You have 10 pegs that represent players on each end that block the shots basically, and it's kind of like foosball but with more chess involved, if that makes sense. And you use your fingers to flick a little marble-sized ball. You take turns flicking back and forth. It's really, really fun. Who won the tourney? It was a team from out of town. I think they were from like Northwest Indiana, and they came down for this tournament. They looked like professional players. I will say that. And yeah, Amy, it was a super fun time. It was great seeing you. So, fun fact, I played our group. In the group stage, we had myself and Jeff Jackson from No Goal Patrol. We had the BRB fan cast. We had the City Boys podcast, and then we had La Cascarita podcast. So we were kind of like a podcast group. We did not make it out of our group. We went 1-2. We lost our first match to BRB pretty badly, actually. We gave City Boys a run, but they ended up winning 7-5, I think. And then we beat La Cascarita 7-3, but it was academic from there. But the City Boys were really good. Like, we gave them the toughest challenge. And then their first playoff match was against the winners, which was I forget their name. It was something really, really cute. And they were really good. They play Bino like professionally. Like this was the first time I've played. Yeah, they were definitely, they were Amy and Jerry, they were ringers. They just, the way that they flicked that ball around that little board, like they've played this like way much, but that's okay because we're a brand new St. Louis Bino club, and we've gotta work our way up. And yeah, Amy, they had their own full kits too. It was oh god, I had the name on the tip of my tongue. I forgot it, but it was a really cute name. Hey, good news, not MLS moment. The Blues took the lead. How about that? Let's go Blues. I used to have Blues-related sound buttons on my thing here, but I got rid of those because I'm no longer a Blues hockey podcaster. So, by the way, if you've been waiting for the stream to go live on Apple TV, I just refreshed and looks like it is ready to go. So, in fact, yeah, this is the intro is running for it right now as we speak. So I would not, for tonight's watch along, I would not expect any of the River City Ramble guys to be on the show, purely for the reason that two of them, Mike and Mason, had to drive 2 hours too, and 2 hours to get back to Heron, Illinois today. So they're probably tired. So I totally understand that. And then I think Sean was busy as well. But what we might have, I need to show you something. I need to show you something here really, really quick here. Something that was really, really cool. So let me get this popped up here on the screen. Yes, I want to allow to share the screen, and we are going with, I think, screen 2. Yes. You see that guy waving on the right? You know him. He's been a part of our watch-alongs ever since I started these. My old buddy from Houston, during our Houston CONCACAF trip, Aaron Leak is in North Texas tonight. He actually went to the North Texas game. That is him on the right, waving to the St. Louis City 2 admin. By the way, St. Louis City 2 admin, I don't know who you are, but you always interact with my stuff on Twitter, and like anyone, like you're super interactive, and that I dig that. But yeah, Aaron is there in North Texas. He does have the link to join this live stream. I told him, maybe pop in at halftime or the post game. So we might see Aaron a little bit later on, but there he is right now with another St. Louis fan. I don't know who that guy is on the left, but we're everywhere, man. Wherever you go, we will follow, just as the thing says. So as Jeremy points out, the winner will go on to face Philadelphia Union 2. Philadelphia Union 2 defeated Columbus Crew 2, the club that beat us in the MLS Next Pro final a couple years ago. So no revenge for the Crew if St. Louis does advance today. By the way, it looks like we're about ready just to get going here. This isn't MLS. We're actually like getting proper going here. But yeah, JT, let's bring it home. Vamos, vamos. Yeah, they're going so quickly here on this MLS Next Pro presentation here that like I can't even show the lineups here here. I'll pop them on real quick so you guys can kind of see them. There we go. There's the lineup. Same lineup as last week. So like there's really no surprises, no real change here, honestly. By the way, that is Ryan Betcher on the bench, not Simon Betcher, by the way. But yeah, we're getting going right away here, not messing around in Next Pro. And what a weird aesthetic Choctaw Stadium is. This is the former ballpark at Arlington where the Texas Rangers used to play. It is a weird aesthetic. They obviously play football on it because you can see football lines on it, like a proper lower league pitch in MLS. Oh, crud. All right, the timer will be a couple seconds behind, but that's fine. It's close enough. So, yeah, no big league MLS fluff. They just go right into it. I respect it, actually. I respect it. Timer's about 10 seconds behind. So just FYI. Man, I would love it so much if we can come back to Energizer Park next Friday. It is going to be next Friday from what I've read and what everyone at the Beano tournament was saying, like Chris Gebhardt and others. I would love to come back for that. I just want to go back there one more time before we go into our long winter. The football field lines are just, oh God. I get this is lower league America here, so like, this is just we have to deal with it, but it just looks ugly. My boy Jose Kojima in the lineup. Speaking of Kojima, I got something to show you regarding him during this stream here. Just got it in the mail today, actually. In fact, let me go grab it. All right, we are back, and my something fell behind me. Something fell behind me. Yeah, pretty empty. Well, I mean, they're playing in a big former Major League Baseball ballpark, so like, and this is MLS Next Pro, so like, I mean, I can hear they've got supporters going though. I can hear them in my earpiece here. Joiner in the box, cleared away. Corner kick already for City 2. By the way, I discovered what fell. It's my gnome. My gnome fell. Maybe that's not the best spot for him. I just can't think of a better one at the moment. Headed down off target. Yeah, we're on the front foot on this one. Their backline goalie looking a bit shaky here. We did beat North Texas 4-0 very recently. I think we ended up kind of splitting like it was like 1-1-1 during the season with North Texas. We played them 3 times. We lost, and then we lost in PKs, and then we won. And then we like the first 2 games were super close. Obviously, the second one was at City Park. I was there for that one. PKs are bullcrap, but yeah, it was a really close game, and then they came back to City Park, and we just absolutely just clocked them. Still weird seeing Jose Kojima playing so much for City too. But I just from what I know about Kojima, that's what he wants. He wants to play. Cat Uncle, hello, how's it going, Cat Uncle? Welcome. Are you a St. Louis fan or are you a Dallas fan? Are you a Dallas fan? Jeremy pointing out the gray kit with blue shorts look for the first team last year. Yeah, that was a really that was a cool look. Blue shorts were very underrated. I agree. Blue just in general is a very part. Cat Uncle's a St. Louis fan. Welcome. You can definitely hang out then. You're cool. A lot of action in this one here. Here's Klein. Back over to Pierce. Pierce in the box. Got to fight for it. Here's Reed. Reed keeping it alive to join. Is that Joiner? Can't tell. That was McSorley. Last week, if you guys watched the City 2 game, Joiner and Reed were really, really good together. Like, really, really good together. St. Louis City SC fan. I don't have to guess what team you support for. Saying thanks for doing the watch along, Tom. Where do you think Klein ends up next year? USL, Next Pro? I think he's too good for Next Pro. He's not big enough for MLS. I think everyone that watched him this year can see that. And I love me some Johnny Klein. Johnny Klein's is a SLU boy. I always love my SLU guys. In fact, I just came from a SLU game. That's why I was very late. I mean, I was on time, but like I walked in at like 2 minutes before I hit go live on this stream from St. Louis women's soccer. They just opened up the Atlantic 10 tournament today. They won 2-0 over Davidson, so they'll play St. Joseph's on Wednesday in the semifinals at Herman Stadium, by the way. By the way, Santi Beltran and another member of the Santos was there today. Very cool to see them. But yeah, I love my SLU guys. I fill in at SLU for Bill McDermott when he can't do games, and like he can't do the tournament games because he goes on TV. So over the past few years, I watched Johnny Klein, I watched Simon Betcher, Mateo Kidd, AJ Palazzolo, Kip Keller, Patrick Schulte, of course. I was there for some of their big moments in A10 and NCAA glory. So I'm going to miss Klein. But getting back to the question, as I rambled on here for a little bit, free kick, by the way, in the box, but it's headed away. Really liking the pressure from St. Louis here so far. But no, I think Klein, what happens with Klein, I think he's going to find a Tampa Bay Rowdies or an Orange County SC, or he's going to find a club in the USL Championship level that he's going to end up being like a top 20 USL Championship player. And he's going to end up like 10 years down the road, 10, 15 years down the road, they're going to retire his number at whatever club in the USL Championship he ends up at. He's great for that level. Yeah. Cat Uncle, he is I think USL Championship, that's his level. And I don't think he's someone that like needs to go abroad to prove his worth or anything like that. I mean, he is what he is. He is a small winger, and there's plenty of those around the world, unfortunately, for Klein. Joyner shot goes high. By the way, Mekhi Joyner, runner up in the Golden Boot for MLS Next Pro, by the way. So while we got a break in the action, I have a Soccer Zombie jersey. I'm still selling these. The scarves I took away. By the way, Tommy is asking if this is an away game. Yes, the St. Louis City 2 is at North Texas. They play at Choctaw Stadium, the former home of the Major League Baseball's Texas Rangers. So I got me a Soccer Zombie jersey here. It's not for me. It's not for any of you. If you look closely, you see this? That's what's on the back. Jose Kojima 85. So at the futsal tournament, Jose Kojima, we had a good chat as North Texas has a threatening here. Farrington shot and nowhere close. Good D. Yeah, we're playing the FC Dallas B team. So Kojima greets me by asking, "Where's my jersey?" And I think he was joking around, but then he told me that like when the jerseys were released, he was actually considering like asking me, about them or, thinking of getting one. So it's like, you know what? Jose Kojima, awesome dude. He's going to get his own Soccer Zombie jersey. So that just came today. So hopefully if we win today, I'll be able to give it to him at the MLS Next Pro final next week. If not, I'll just mail it to him. But yeah. By God, it's Kane. Kane loves Jose, and I love Jose too. By the way, Kane, why aren't you at North Texas? I thought you went to games. Is that false advertising? Why couldn't you be the third St. Louis City fan in North Texas tonight? Come on, Kane. Come on, bro. The stream needs you. Tommy is asking if the St. Louis Blues are doing good. Last I heard, they were leading. Yeah, they were leading. They're winning 3-1 over Toronto right now. Yep, Blues are up 3-1. Courtesy of 2 goals by, actually, you know what? Without looking, guys, tell me which St. Louis Blues player has 2 of the 3 goals tonight? Without looking, because I bet you won't get it. And if you do, I'm going to accuse you of looking it up because it's not someone that you would expect necessarily. Okay. You guys looked, or you're watching. It is Colton Parayko. Jordan Bennington, no, I'm sorry. It's not Sunny. No. Oh, Discord bot told him. Got it. JT's watching. Okay. You guys are following. Garcia in the box. Shot. Oh, he just missed. North Texas nearly went up 1-0. So North Texas really countering the pressure that St. Louis had in the first 10 minutes. Yeah, Parayko suddenly figured out how to get a shot on goal. Orange County played Memphis earlier today. They actually won at Memphis in the 116th minute. So Memphis is out of the USL Championship playoffs now. But Orange County is moving on. That is Eli Lesser's club, by the way. Eli's a good dude. I met him in Louisville. He was nice enough to go actually appear in my Louisville Frankfurt video. Nice dude. Very nice dude. But back to Jose, yeah, I hope he'll eventually crack the first team. And I honestly, hot take, he's one of the 12 that I protect from San Diego. And honestly, and I was talking with another person that's close to Lutz and the team. He did not think that was a hot take at all, protecting Kojima. And he's someone that, like, if he says that, then it's not stupid. Yeah, Tommy, if we go to the MLS Next Pro finals, we have to pack the fuck out of Energizer Park. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for the salty language. This is our club. This is a chance at hardware, our first hardware as an organization. It's going to be on a Friday night. What else are you doing? Really? Like, what else are you doing? Of course, I say that, and I tentatively have plans Friday, but they're plans I can back out of. But yeah, I think Jose, you can make a case for him based on cost, versatility. I would also say upside. By the way, I'm going to say some things as a foul there. The clock is about 10 seconds behind because I'm a dummy. But what was I going to say? I was going to say something. I've completely forgot what I was going to say. All right, supporter section needs to be open. Yeah, I agree. Kane's second team is our first team, if you think about it. Well, I mean, they're the first team currently because our first team is currently on the golf course. Yeah, I agree, Ryan. Let's get through the game first. We can talk about Friday. Farrington. Oh, this is good square. Need to be tighter on D, but that's okay. Oliveris has got it. Good save. Good save. Good save. I mean, it was a weak shot, but yeah. By the way, I just noticed there are 19 of you in this watch along for a MLS Next Pro game. Bruh. Actually, I take it back. There's 20 of you in a watch along for an MLS Next Pro game. You'll never sing that. I just did. But I bet you no one else can attract 20 people to a watch along for MLS Next Pro other than St. Louis City. We're just crazy like that. Bruh. I'm not sure why Friday, honestly. Maybe just to get it out of the way of the playoff games, maybe? That's a good question. Joyner lines up a free kick. He's good at these, but curled at the goalie. Oh, here's a good rip by Johnny. Johnny Klein volunteering for duty. Remember, he's not on a contract. There's Kidd. By the way, it is really hard to see numbers because it is obvious that this camera at Choctaw Stadium is in Timbuktu. Like the camera, like the game's in Arlington, the camera is in fucking Waco. They are way up for this, and it's hard for me to see the numbers. So if I get numbers wrong, I apologize. But I agree, Kat. The reason it's Friday probably to avoid a clash with the MLS playoffs. So Jeremy pointing out we have 2 game 3s on Saturday. We have Cincy and NYCFC, and then we have Orlando and Charlotte. I watched a little bit of that Orlando Charlotte game last night. Charlotte's goalie, man, and like talk about the anti-Roman Berkey. He was absolutely lights out in that I think he allowed 1 goal, but like he was a brick wall in those. Fair play to him. Also, fair play to Charlotte getting their first ever playoff win. We'll have that someday. But again, Charlotte. I mean, this is Charlotte's 3rd year, and they're winning in the playoffs. So, if you look at the natural evolution of expansion teams, I mean, why not us next year? Why not us? By the way, to the 20 of you that are in the watch along right now, if you want to do me a favor and hit the like button on this, that would really help me out. Just hit the thumbs up button. That's all you got to do. Actually, it's thumbs up like that. I'd appreciate it. It just helps the channel, helps get this video out to more people like you. Jeremy, yeah. Jeremy's asking, does it count as a win if it's a PK win? I literally was just talking about how North Texas won against St. Louis City 2 via PKs and how that was crap. So, Jeremy, you kind of caught me there. I guess under the MLS rule book, it is a win by PKs. I hate that decides games. I just hate that it decides. But then again, it decides Champions Leagues. It decides FA Cups. It decides it is a thing. Taylor Twellman getting some bleep from Twitter. Say it isn't so. That guy is a lightning rod for Twitter. But he apparently got some flack from the Charlotte Twitter account for saying it doesn't. Oh, Taylor. And as JT points out, it decides the World Cup. Yeah, the U.S. 94 finals, Brazil, Italy, Roberto Baggio skying it over the crossbar to win it to give Brazil the win. I remember that. I was 9 years old when that happened. Roberto, and sadly, that is the only thing I remember about Roberto Baggio is that botched PK, which is sad because he was a really great striker for Italy. Like, he's a legend. Free kick, headed away, bouncing around a little bit. Need to clear it. In the box, headed away. Good. Okay. Never a doubt. Of course, aerial duel winner Johnny Klein, ladies and gentlemen. And now here is Kajima. No, wait, that's Joyner. Pierce in the box. Intercepted. By the way, Ryan, what's going on with Napoli? I don't really follow Serie A too closely, admittedly. What's going on with Napoli? I know Como is flirting with relegation. I think they're just outside of the drop. Just imagine if you sign players and you actually play them. Like, it's a wacky concept, I know. I mean, I'm still bitter about Joe Aquini. Napoli's top of the table. Antonio Conte is cooking. Nice. Oh, David Cotton. How's it going, David? I'm taking care of the scarf you gave me, by the way, David. Sacramento Republic, right above my thumb there. St. Pauli out of the drop now in Bundesliga. Nice. Heidenheim, I think they're still out of the drop zone. They've had a tough 2024 campaign so far. They lost a lot of their heart and soul types in the offseason to bigger clubs and big money. But they just lost today to Holstein Kiel. So, yeah, Heidenheim's in 11th. They're doing okay. Oh, hey, it's Kay. Tom. What? How's it going, Kay? Make sure to tell Kyle that I appreciate the loan of Jeff Jackson for the Bino tournament today. we did our best. We got one win over La Cascarita, but couldn't beat the other two podcasts we were up against. Ooh, Bochum got spanked today. Eintracht Frankfurt 7-2. 7-2. Ouch. Yeah, Frankfurt up in the Champions League spots in third. Bochum's not having a good year. They barely survived last year. They were in the relegation playoff, and they survived against Fortuna Dusseldorf. But I think Bochum got picked apart a little bit this offseason. I know their star 10, Kevin Stuger, got plucked by, I think it was Gladbach that took him. Speaking of Frankfurt, by the way, Bougie Mug, this is a sticker from an Eintracht Frankfurt supporters group in the Carolinas. You love to see it. It's the only reason I got the Louisville sticker on there, by the way. I'm not a Louisville fan. I would never be a Louisville fan, but this was the game that they played. So to kind of commemorate that. Also, as Jerry Hayes, trust in Lutz. Get the flag out of there. Trust in Lutz, always. All right, 24 minutes into this one, and Joyner sails a free kick. You got to love a stadium where part of the field is blocked by other baseball stands. It's almost like soccer's not meant to be played in baseball parks. Go figure. I mean, I get it. Work with what you got, but have you guys ever been to the Dallas-Fort Worth area? Like, surely there's a stadium that they could use for soccer besides a former baseball field in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Surely. Just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm loco. They could use Snapdragon Stadium and go play in some divots caused by football. That'd be good. Buckethead points out that people have never seen Lutz Pfannenstiel and Jerry Hayes in the same room. I did see someone in the Santos supporter section this past weekend at the City 2 game that looked very conspicuously like Lutz Pfannenstiel. But this person was holding up a Trust in Lutz towel. Oh no, David. Yeah, I saw Sacramento season is done. Las Vegas Lights, right? I think they eliminated Sacramento from the playoffs. Your World HQ may be relocating. Are you dumping the Republic? I know things are kind of rough with you guys. With I guess there's a bit of a fan versus ownership kind of a situation going on, but oh man. I did not see Liverpool, but Amy Murr, who's in the chat, kept me up to date at the Bino tournament today. They didn't have any TVs out in the Bino tournament area at forehand, so we were kind of like in this garage area. But Amy was kind enough to let me know that we were losing 1-0 to Brighton. It's always Brighton, freaking Brighton. And then we got 2 goals. Mo Salah is just good. I agree. You know, before the season, I would have been very okay if Liverpool decided to let Salah walk this offseason because his contract's up. I mean, he's 33. He plays an attacking position. Those players don't tend to age well. I hope they sign him now. I hope they sign Salah because he is proving to be indispensable. I just hope he isn't dispensed this offseason. But yeah, JT, as a Liverpool fan, being top of the table, we need to push for the title. Totally. This needs to be our year. Last year had so much promise. Last season had so much promise. It was still promising when I was there for the Jurgen Klopp, the game I went to in April when we beat Sheffield United 3-1. We were still looking we were still towards the top of the table, but then we just kind of collapsed. But I agree, JT. We do need to sign Mo. We need to sign Mo. We need to sign Trent. We need to sign Van Dijk. Period. End of story. Pay those men their money. I also agree. Man City and Arsenal cannot win it. I would tolerate Man City more than Arsenal. That's how much I hate Kroenke. And it's nothing against Arsenal, their players, their fans. It's just their owner's a jank wagon. Yeah, North Texas taking off Farrington. I saw that. And that might hurt them. That might hurt their plans. Yeah, Farrington's one of their best players. But yeah, he was getting treated on the ground. So that might be a break for us, although they're getting a break right now. But it's 1-4, and it ends as you would hope it would end, with a nothing shot being deflected. Jerry Hayes is asking, who is the podiatrist for St. Louis City SC? I don't have my St. Louis City SC employee Rolodex in front of me, but can someone help? Ryan hates Arsenal fans. I've not had an issue with them personally. It may be just the fact that I just haven't interacted with them very much, but maybe there's an Arsenal fan in this chat, one of the 18 that are in this chat now, and they hear that comment and be like, "Oh, this guy's a dick." So I'm just protecting myself. I don't have an issue with Arsenal fans. Yeah, Amy, you agree. Mo's looking so good. Like, I mean, maybe just sign him for another year, maybe 2. I mean, I love it if he ended his career as a Red. Because he's interesting, as North Texas has a corner kick here in a very tight corner because it's a baseball field. Let's see how this corner goes before we get to more Liverpool chat. Corner in the box, Oliveira's handles. Easy breezy. But yeah, Mo's interesting in that you would think of players in the Premier League that might be lured by Saudi Arabia or Qatar, or these big Arab teams. Salah would be one of them because he's Egyptian, and he has that faith, but he has shown absolutely zero interest in that. Like, and maybe he does have interest. Maybe it's just a simple fact he likes Liverpool, which would be an amazing concept. By the way, the banner is no longer pregame. I just did not update that, so I need to fix that. My producer Mason is not here to update that. So first half. I'm sure you guys were just noticing it. There you go. First half. And we got another corner here for North Texas. Good D. I agree, Kane. Liverpool is amazing. Absolutely. Ryan, you showed me this video, massively delusional, and then you have other Premier League fans making content sucking off Arsenal, like Henry Wright, the Spurs guy, who makes content kissing up to Arsenal. Like, yeah. Yeah, I got to be careful. A lot of St. Louis City fans are Arsenal fans, although Diego Gigliani is a former Citigroup guy, so former Man City guy. As this one's in the box, Oliveira's again. That's deja vu. North Texas with, oh no. Player is down. That is McSorley. Oh, I hope he's okay. Maybe he banged his head on the post. Let's see here. McSorley's there by the back post. Oh, you take an elbow from someone? Ouch. Peter Wood and Totland are Arsenal fans. Well, I'm going to have to get Totland's name off the back of my Confluence kit then. For shame. I agree. Saudi League is where careers go to die. Look at what happened to Firmino. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Look at what happened to Jordan Henderson. He freaking hated it. He couldn't get out of there fast enough. Yeah, it's a great place to get a bag, but then yeah, I'm with you, Ryan. KSC is using PR firms to pay off YouTubers to push pro Arsenal comments. I thought you were making a comment about how Saudi Arabia is using soccer as a PR vessel to improve their image. Jason Tapman, whoa, Atlanta. Atlanta leads 2-1 over Inter Miami. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. I might have to flick over to this in the during halftime. I think for halftime, let's see, is the game going to be going still? Let's see here. Actually, I don't think I can watch on more than one device. I don't think I watch on more device. Never mind. Oh, it's in the 95th minute, so it'll be done anyway. Come on, Atlanta. Come on, Atlanta. I've never cheered for anything Atlanta in my life until now. So this would force a third game, right? Oh, here we go. Here's a good chance. Kojima, Joyner, shot blocked. Ping-ponging around. Mateo collects. Pierce on the near side. Corrals it, slows it down. And we rebuild from the midfield. Jay Reed in the box. Good corral by the goalie. Yeah, let's go Atlanta. McSorley is a habitual sweater. I've noticed McSorley sweats when he breathes. He's just one of those. Like every time I see him on in a photo or on video, the guy's just drenched. He is absolutely drenched, which means the guy busts his butt. I respect that. He was kind enough to. We got a yellow card here, by the way, and that is going to be McSorley on that. McSorley needs to calm down. I know he took that headshot, but I wonder if he's a little spicy from that. But yeah, McSorley was nice enough to sign my Spirit kit which you can get, by the way, the last year's gray Spirit kits on Fanatics for like $30 for an authentic, and they have all sizes available. I thought it'd be a good jersey for autographs. Full time, Atlanta wins 2-1. So we're going back to Miami. I agree. Brennan needs to chill out. We need him. We absolutely need him. So then there would be no chance we see the MLS Next Pro title game on Saturday. That'll be billed as Messy Day. Yeah. I've heard it's Friday. That's what everyone at the Bino tournament today, Jeremy, was saying, that the final was going to be on Friday. Can anyone like actually look that up and confirm that? Because like I tried looking earlier and I kept seeing like the MLS Next Pro site said the weekend of Friday, but they didn't say the exact date. By the way, we're going into extra times in the USL Championship playoffs. Detroit City FC and the Tampa Bay Rowdies 1-1. Come on, Rowdies. Come on, Rowdies. It's my birth city. But I am going to be, again, I said this in the past watch along. I am, and that's where we're getting it from. Google saying Friday to be determined. But tomorrow, Indy 11 hosts their first playoff game in 5 years against Rhode Island. Yeah, boys going. Let's see what happens here in this free kick, though, before I talk about that. Free kick in the box, headed away. So I was thinking about going to Indy 11 Rhode Island playoff match because that's a team that I'm supporting in the championship playoffs this year. And by the way, No Go Patrol is at a wedding, but we're lurking. Oh, hey, that's good. But I was gonna go, but then I got an offender bender last week. Everyone's okay. I'm okay. Other driver was okay. But my car was not. And long story short, I have a new car now that I have to pay for. And I sold my old car. Guy's gonna fix it up. But because of that, Ooh, as Antwi goes down. That's going to be a yellow. That was completely away from the run of play, too. It looked a little cynical. That was a cynical foul there by that North Texas player. Let's see what happened here. Oh, ouch. That was studs on foot. But yeah, I was going to go to Indy 11. Then I had my fender bender, and that ruled that out. Matt Bird from the St. Louligans tweeted that he was going to make the trek. It was a one day trek to and from. And I asked him, like, hey, you got a spot in your car? And he's like, yeah. So me and Matt Bird from the Luligans are going to Indy 11 tomorrow. And I will probably do a video on that, because I'll be in the Brickyard Battalion. And by the way, I would not just volunteer myself to sit in another supporter section if I wasn't invited. And they're like, dude, sit with us. So it's like, okay, if you insist. I mean, you're my club for this playoff run. So Joyner in the box, low dribbler, cleared. Staying alive. This game feels like 1-0 to me. And there's going to be a team that's going to be very, very happy and very, very sad. I mean, it's been a good game so far. It's just neither side can break through, and no one's getting any really quality chances here. It's a good midfield battle, middle third battle. And Mateo just got a yellow because he kicked the ball away. Mateo. Who I have been told will not be back with City 2 next year. And it's nothing against him. He's 26. And it's not really the age to be at City 2, at Next Pro, honestly. Yeah, very stupid. Yeah, stupid. And that's a midfielder, too, that likes to put in a challenge. So not great. Not great. Ryan's asking who else is that old and who will be gone. Klein's gone, obviously, because he's 25. That's a good question. I haven't really scanned the roster for anyone that's 25 or older. I mean, I don't think Selmir's 25 yet. I mean, it doesn't matter. We could just loan him down there and just have him play out the rest of his contract there. I don't understand why they don't just buy him out, but whatever. I do think next year, it's a good chance we'll see Michael Wenzel on the main roster. He did get, I mean, his contract got picked up. So, he's got a big boy contract now. I assume he'd be supplemental still, but it's a big boy contract now. I think there's a good chance we see McSorley up on the main roster next year as a depth striker. Obviously Klaus and Betcher are 1-2 or 2-1, depending on, your interpretation of their skill. But McSorley is going to be, I think, up with the big roster next year, unless they sign someone. Oh, no. Oh, shot wide. Oh, that was dangerous. Jeremy just took the words out of my mouth here. Mekhi Joyner, I think he's on the first team next year. Maybe he doesn't play all the time, but you're talking about a player that you want to kind of be careful with, and getting the experience of training with the first team, practicing with the first team, doing all the first team things, even if he doesn't play a lot, would be good for him. JT wants to see the Betcher cousins in the same lineup. I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe if they have another City versus City 2 scrimmage, maybe. Jeremy thinks that Reed's going to be on the first team squad. I think that's a given. Wenzel, Kojima's interesting. he sees. I think he's best up the middle as an 8 or a 10. Do we necessarily need that next year? That's the question. Because Oshrak's coming back. We've got Wenzel, or not Wenzel. We got Toy Shirt. We got Hartle, Leuven, Durkin. Like, I don't know if there's a spot for him. I'm wondering if a loan would be good for Kojima next year. Same thing with Jake Girdwood Reich. Jake Girdwood Reich is someone that in the time that I saw him this year, I don't know if he is necessarily ready for prime time yet. I'm not ready to call him a bust. It's way too early to call him a bust. But what if he got loaned out to like a Sky Bet championship team in England or a League Dud team or a second Bundesliga team? Because that would fit the meme. Maybe that's what happens with him next year. I wasn't convinced by him, but then again, we didn't see a whole lot of him either. JT brings up an interesting name, Miggy Perez. He thinks he needs to come back to City 2. Oh, Klein, high effort in the box, but no one's home. Antwi keeps it alive, gets it forward to Piers. Piers crosses, one touch, back post, Joyner just misses, and that's going to go out for a throw. Yeah, Miggy needs to come back and play for City 2 if he's going to get any minutes. I think there's a very good chance when Mateo Kidd goes out that Miggy Perez slots into Mateo's spot in the 8. I think that's a very good chance of that next year. And honestly, for Miggy, I think it makes sense. He's had a tough loan at Birmingham Legion. I think he got found out a little bit that he's, maybe not the super prospect we thought he was. Or maybe it's just the fact that, this was his first time away from home. You got to adapt to that. When I moved away from home for the first time, it was kind of scary for me. So remember, he's 18 years old, so it's to be expected. But he can take his experience, his tough experience at Birmingham, and come back and play a level lower at City 2 at home in a City, well, not this crest, but like in a City uniform, and go and crush City 2. And I think that would be great for his confidence. I think it'd be great for his development. He needs reps because he didn't get a lot of reps with Legion this year. I think it makes sense. I think JT, you're onto something. I think he needs to be on City 2 next. Oh, that was not kept in play. That's going to be a corner. By the way, I'm already negligent on my timer. So we will reset that at 45:19 in the second half. We are now in stoppage time, though. I didn't see how much stoppage time there is. Oh, 4 minutes. They have it up there. Of course, you can't even see the freaking corner kick taker because of the freaking configuration of the stands. Oh, this is peak lower league North American soccer right here. Peak header. Oh, what a save. What a save. Good save. You know what? I'll give him some dap for that. That was a hell of a save. I'll give him some dap for that. That was goal bound. By the way, extra time in Detroit still tied. Kathleen said he goes to an EFL 1 team. I can see that. I think JGR goes to a lower championship or a high League 1 team. Klein with the free kick, headed away though. Kept alive, but goalie corrals. By the way, I'm hearing sirens at the stadium. Okay, they're gone now. Come on, Kojima beats his man, feeds it in the middle, shot, save! Oh, and a goalie corrals. Oh my God! You know what? I'll give it again.
What a save! Go back!
This goalie, Collodi, is having a heck of a last few minutes here. Klein, that's point blank. That's a good save. That's just a good save by Collodi. JT pointing out we may have some money for a coach with this new sponsor we got. I think we got money for a lot of things with this new sponsor. But yeah, that can go into the coaching budget. I have heard that, and I mean, Lutz kind of alluded to it in his presser, but like legit, the coaching search is done. They've picked a guy. Who that guy is, I don't know. My source is being very tight-lipped on that. Kojima, maximum effort. Falling over the sign was a little funny. Oh gosh, what's that? That reminds me of something. Let me pull it up here. I gotta pull it up here now. And now it's in my head. Kojima keeps it alive. Speaking of which, see, my internet's being slow. This is what Kojima going through the sign reminds me of. Remember this from Major League? Bonk. Yeah, that was Kojima. That was a reenactment of Kojima, as we are now at halftime in the heart of Texas. It is 0-0. Jason suggesting that Glover's on after halftime. Glover's been coming off the bench the playoffs, and I think it's just simply because the front four of McSorley, Joyner, Kojima, and Klein has been really, really working out well. So like, why fix a broken thing? Also, and I think this was something that I want to say Horniker was talking about. But Glover has been playing more at the 10. So, and that's been kind of the swap out, is you bring in, you take out Kojima and then you put Glover in as the 10. So, by the way, I teased him earlier. Our one man in Dallas. Actually, I think there's another one down there with you. Aaron Leak in the house. How's it going, Aaron?
What's going on, everyone? Been having fun so far?
You know, it's a 0-0 game, but it looks like it's been a very competitive game so far. It's not been a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. What are you seeing down there?
So we had some nice possession early. Their forwards and their front line is really fast. They are getting through our back line much easier than they should. They're very quick up front. They had some really good chances kind of in that middle 20 minutes, and then we finally had a little bit more at the end. But overall, this has been a good game between two really good teams.
Really, we started off on the front foot. We had the pressure on early, and then it felt like that North Texas kind of, took over the flow of the game for a little bit there. But then those two great chances there at the end of the first half here. I mean, credit to that North Texas goalie with some big stops.
Yeah, and what the things that we love about Jaden Reed are the things that we also hate sometimes about Jaden Reed, and he has been on full display once again. Sometimes taking a bad path, getting beat deep again a few times now, but man, he's fast.
So, are you suggesting that it might be Selmer Pedro time?
No.
Good.
No. I still
you
love
haven't lost
Jaden.
Your mind.
Yeah, Jaden and Mackay on the left side is still going to turn into something before this night is over. But Defensively, he's taken a couple of bad routes to the ball, and given them some good chances. But this is going to be a tough one all the way through.
And that was kind of the billing for this one. This is number 1 versus number 2. They split their series evenly, 1-1 this season. So, I mean, North Texas isn't anything to be reckoned with, although their star player actually got subbed out. I guess he got dinged up there and didn't really seem to affect North Texas too much, though. I mean, they still look very threatening.
Like I said, they're really fast up front. Their back line isn't. I haven't really noticed anything amazing, but they've been playing good, and their goalie definitely made some nice stops there towards the end. So Kojima finally made a really nice little play. I mean, I don't know how he didn't go over the line, but to cut that back, and Klein needed to put that one in the back of the net. But this has been a lot of fun so far, and the weather's held up. It's probably low 70s. It's a little humid, but no rain. So we've got a perfect night for soccer.
Absolutely. And you know what? Are you the actual only St. Louis fan there? Or?
No. We've got, most of them have left, but we have a lot of parents and family.
Really?
So been sitting with Nick Bishop's dad.
Nice.
So getting the insight to, a soccer dad, it's just crazy when you think about some of these kids are in high school. Like, that is just baffling. Like, these are professional soccer players, these kids in high school. It's really crazy. But there's a number of players, family here. I'm more decked out than most, but it's just fun. The crowd really filled in too. I don't remember if I sent another picture, but it was pretty barren not long before the game. But the one section of stands is pretty full.
Yeah. The reason I asked if you were the only fan there, because you got some dap from the St. Louis City 2 Twitter account. That was pretty awesome by them.
That was pretty cool. She came over. I mean, we were probably still 20, 30 minutes before kickoff. I guess she knew that we were in town and actually asked if she could get a little video. And I mean, obviously we're just out here having fun and watching the guys warm up, and that was pretty cool. So it's good that
they're awesome at this. If she's the one that runs the City 2 Twitter account, like, she's always interactive with everyone. Like, they're really cool. Yeah, they are really cool. Yeah. But you were talking about the how it's filled out there a little bit. So on camera, Choctaw Stadium looks like a giant cavern, basically. It looks quite massive for what it is. What do you think of it?
It's the Rangers' old ballpark. It's ballpark in Arlington. So it's a Major League Baseball stadium. So, I mean, it's really cool. But, I mean, there's like a hotel and press boxes. And, I mean, you don't need a 48,000 person stadium for Next Pro. So it's a cool stadium for the players to play in. But it's just, I mean, once again, it's empty on 3 sides, but it's cavernous. To your point, I mean, it just
feels like overkill.
And the turf looks like the Battlehawks turf before we replaced it. So
with the football lines on it, and
well, it's pretty beat up. But they asked when they were warming up earlier how the turf was, and I guess they said it was flat. So it was one of those, I guess it's good enough type of things. But I mean, it's a cool area because you've got this stadium, you've got the Rangers' new stadium. You've got their version of Ballpark Village, and then a block over, you've got the Jerry's World, the dome for the Cowboys. So, I mean, it's a massive sports complex area. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, JT Kirsting in the chat saying we need a 48,000 seat stadium for our Next Pro team.
We don't even need 48,000 for City 1.
Let's true. Be fair. And honestly, I don't know if I would want our team to play in a 48,000 seat stadium, honestly, because you lose a lot of that intimacy.
Well, if you were sitting up in the upper deck, you would complain. You can't. I mean, you'd be so far away from the field, you wouldn't see anything. So nobody's gonna want to pay MLS prices, especially City MLS prices, for an upper deck seat.
There's a way to do it, because when I went to Man City and Aston Villa back in April, I was up in like the second to last row of the upper deck, and you could still see the game pretty well. But they built it very vertical. So
Yes.
like, so you're purposely like on top of the field. There's a way to do it, but it's not ideal.
Well, and that's also a soccer stadium.
Yeah,
It's not a baseball stadium. So
exactly.
yeah, to your point, it's a little bit more out than up in the upper deck. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's a great experience.
And you know what? The Wi-Fi there works great. I mean, you're coming through loud and clear. So
Oh, I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I'm
nice.
just on 5G.
Oh, you're on 5. Oh, then the 5G in Arlington works fabulously. But you're talking a little bit earlier about the crowd. I mean, it looks like it's a pretty decent turnout there.
Yeah. I mean, so they have, similar to what we do, we have the one section of bleachers on the side opposite the players. And I mean, I was worried before the game, 20 minutes before the game. I bet there were 150 people. But then their supporter section came in, so there's drums and trumpets. They don't chant; they just play music.
I've heard. I heard the drums. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I would say it's 80% full at this point. So it's a good crowd. There's a lot of people here that, may not be like devoted soccer fans that are here because their kids wanted to come see a game and it's an inexpensive ticket. So like, that's exactly what Next Pro should be doing.
How much was your ticket, by the way?
I think $13. So the same cost as a beer.
Yeah. And basically the same cost as City 2 when, at City Park.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. So overall, I got to ask, since you're there, would you recommend Choctaw Stadium for anyone to go to in the future?
Maybe not over some other options. I mean, Dallas obviously is a great city. There's a lot to do. I have friends down here, which made it a little easier. But yeah, just from a general atmosphere, I'm guessing there's others that are probably a little more intimate.
Fair. Is it better than Houston Stadium?
The energy's more. There's more energy here tonight than there was.
There's probably about the same amount of fans.
Yes, and then those fans we were spread out over the entire stadium. At least here we're concentrated on one side. So yeah, it's probably not much smaller than the Houston crowd.
All righty. Well, Aaron, we'll try to maybe hook up after the game, talk about hopefully a City 2 win and what our plans are going to be for the final next week. I've heard it's going to be Friday, but I can't find anything confirming that.
Well, and so what I was hearing from one of the players' parents was they heard it was going to be 2 weeks from this weekend. They were going to give the players a week off. I can't find anything online to support one way or the other. But,
well, I know they're saying like the Next Pro site says it's going to be the weekend of November 8th.
Okay,
that's interesting about the 2 week thing, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, I know either way. This is my last soccer match of the year because I will be. Unfortunately, I fly out to Greece next Saturday and won't get back until late Sunday.
Look at this guy. So. Look at this guy right here. I'm going to Greece. I can't do watch-along reports anymore.
And unfortunately, one of the first things I did, I looked to see if there were any Greek teams playing in Athens, and of course there aren't. They're all off that week. So my wife had already said there would be no soccer in Greece, but I looked.
Bummer.
Might as well.
Kane needs to get off his ass then, and we'll have him do the next one.
I would imagine if there's a game next week, you'll have plenty of people. I'm hoping at least 15,000 friends to watch the game with.
I would say so. And honestly, if I had more confidence in the Wi-Fi at City Park during, big games, maybe I live stream from the stands. I don't know who would watch that, honestly. I think everyone I would want to think that everyone that's in chat right now would be at that game.
I hope so.
I hope so
everybody's there.
Absolutely.
But I'll watch. I'll need to watch it from somewhere. It'll be like 1:30 in the morning probably, but yeah. I'll need to watch somehow.
I watched our. I think it was the April 6th game. I think it was against FC Dallas, and I was in Ireland, and it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and like it was not a good game for us. So I was very crabby. I was a very crabby man on Twitter.
Did you make it all the way through?
I did. And then I passed out like 1 second after the final whistle. So, this was before the watch along. I definitely could not have done a watch along for my hotel in Ireland. The Wi-Fi there was pretty crap. It's Galway, Ireland. Come on.
That's a rough one right there.
That would be rough. Beautiful city though. I recommend you if you ever been to Ireland?
The UK area is one of the next ones on our list. So
if you go to Ireland, Dublin is fine. I mean, if you like big cities, Dublin's good for that. I highly recommend you spend some time in Galway on the other coast.
Okay.
It's a charming city. It's very walkable. Lots of restaurants, good food there, and just a lot to do. The Cliffs of Moher or over on that side. Really, really I cannot recommend Galway enough. And they have an Irish Premier League soccer team, Galway United.
I mean, so yeah, I have told Angie that the England UK trip includes one Premier League game. I don't care who, and it also includes at least 2 rounds of golf for me. So
that's fair.
Beyond that, I don't care.
And Ireland's a hell of a place to play golf.
Ireland and Scotland are certainly on the list.
Yeah. By the way, according to John Henry Muir, the broadcast is saying the final is next weekend.
Okay, good. Okay.
But they're not saying a date.
Well, hopefully I get Wi-Fi on the plane. So somewhere over the Atlantic, hopefully American has strong enough Wi-Fi that I can watch along.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right, man.
Well, let's make it.
So it looks like you might be getting going here in just a little bit here. So I'll let you get to it, man.
Awesome. Go City 2.
Vamos City 2.
Bye, everyone.
See ya. All righty. Aaron Leak live from North Texas, from Choctaw Stadium. We have the best watch alongs here because we have people that come in and do live stuff like that. Seriously, that's freaking awesome. I owe him a beer or two. Mo Football, Musaseka, how's it going? So we were talking about the admin for St. Louis City too. Yeah, she's good people. She's really good people. All right, catching up on some chat here that I missed, as it looks like we're about ready to get going here in the second half. Jake Henry. First of all, Jake is very nervous, so he's anti-Jordan Bennington tonight, but Jake says he will try to be at the final. I hope so. We need 15,000 in there. Aaron's right. We need 15,000 in there. By the way, congrats to Forward Madison fans. The Mingos have won 2-0, so they are on to the semis. Need to get the timer going, and it'll be at the proper time this time because I'm going to start it at the time that is displayed. Professional watch-along host. There we go. Timer is synced up perfectly behind me. I finally got it. Professional streamer. Convincio, eat your heart out. JT with a St. Louis Blues update. They are winning 3-2 with a couple minutes left in the third. Toronto got one to draw one closer. Was talking to people at the St. Louis University women's game today that this is the fun and frisky season for the Blues. Like, there's no expectations. We're not cup contenders. We can just go out and have fun and do whatever, honestly. This season, there's no expectation with the Blues. Like, I feel like we finally have come down fully from 2019. As Mekhi Joyner is going to take the free kick, and it's good. It's good.
Oh!
What a field goal by Mekhi Joyner.
The headline has been written.
By the way, congrats. The Blues are going to pull this one out. Empty net goal by Buchnevich. And if it sounds like an exaggerated Russian accent, like that's how his name is, Buchnevich. He's like their version of Toy Shirt. Because there's a good chance you're saying his name wrong. In fact, my contact at St. Louis City, like I asked him, like, okay, is it Toy Shirt? And he's like, well, it's Toy Shirt, Toy Shirt. I'm like, answer, what is it? I need to know. I'm still gonna say Toy Shirt until I hear definitively on that. We're never going to figure that out. Toy Shirt is going to be like our all-time goal scoring record holder. We're going to retire his number 36 in the rafters, and we're still not going to know how to say his flipping name. I just hope we get to that point though, where we are retiring his numbers. I mean, Jay, I want the Blues to make the playoffs too, but let's just be honest here. We're not there. I mean, we could be. I mean, Broberg and Holloway have been great. JT also saying, I want an NWSL team in STL. I agree. After seeing the KC Current in action in September, I want that for us. Current, by the way, I'm not saying you have to be a Current fan. I'm not a Current fan. They did not try to send a cease and desist to the River City Ramble. They're cool. They are in KC, but they're cool. I highly recommend next season, if you're out in Kansas City, make it to a Kansas City Current game. That they're very fun. Very, very fun. And they have a great stadium too. Great stadium. And Teemu Pukki is an absolute just beast. She's great. Ryan Fraley, if St. Louis ever gets the NBA back, people are going to be like, why did we ever let it leave in the 60s? Well, we might be getting a WNBA team soon. Thanks to a friend and native of St. Louis, Jason Tatum, and Richard Chaffetz. And it sounds like they would play at Chaffetz Arena, which I think is a good venue for that. That would be a very good venue for that. It could be very fun. And honestly, if you're worried about, filling Enterprise with, 20,000 WNBA fans, which might not happen, you can fill Chaffetz with 10,500 WNBA fans and make it look cool. Make it look like the place to be. No one likes seeing empty seats, as I'm looking at a bunch of them here. Kojima, nice moves. Announcer saying he got a little too ambitious. He may not be wrong there. Reed to Joyner to Kidd. Might have been off anyway, but Joyner with a bit too much juice. Joyner's looks like he's a little, I don't know if he's just anxious this game, but he's not been sharp. I mean, he's 17 years old, so I can't really ride him too much, but Ryan's pointing out Chaffetz has the cash to afford NBA expansion. Problem is, NBA needs to actually expand, and we need to somehow get in front of line of other cities like Vegas and those places. I don't think it's a matter of money with Chaffetz and NBA. I think it's just a matter of if the NBA actually wants to be in St. Louis. Maybe if we get a WNBA team and we ball out for that, maybe that'll convince them, hey, let's get the NBA here. As we got a dangerous free kick spot for St. Louis. I feel good about this one. This is a dangerous spot for a free kick. I agree though. Seattle needs to get the Sonics back first before St. Louis gets a team. I would say I agree with. Ryan thinks that the NBA would be building the arena to replace Enterprise. I think the next arena should be built on Washington Avenue. Where on Washington Avenue exactly? Is there a spot you're thinking of? Here's Johnny. Here's Joyner. It's going to be Johnny. Low driven. Doesn't make it all the way through, though. Joyner heads it back in, though. Kojima battles. Shot, save, rebound, McSorley. Oh, McSorley was robbed.
What a save!
This goalie for North Texas. This goalie is just stonewalling us. Yeah, God, man, that was a quick reaction save too. Ryan's looking up the spot. This goalie, yeah, I agree, Jake. This goalie for them is absolutely insane. He needs to be backing up Martin Paez next year. Assuming Dallas still has Martin Paez next year. I thought he was going to Italy. Wasn't that the rumor? Maybe I'm missing something there. Ouch. Detroit City and Rowdies both missing penalties. Yikes. I agree. This with the announcer there, what he just said, this should be 1-0, 2-0 us, but that goalie has just been having an absolute lights out affair. Good step in by Reed. That's what Aaron said. Reed does things we like, things we don't like. Rowdy's up 2-1 on Pens. Last kick's coming. Come on, Tampa. They've lost their home park for now because it got damaged during the hurricane that just went through there. And like it'll be fine. Like it wasn't like Tropicana Field bad. Like they will rebuild and they will be fine at Arlington Stadium, but it'd be nice if they did well here as well, just because they are more or less homeless right now. I mean, they're playing at a I think IMG in Bradenton right now, which is, Bradenton's south of Tampa, St. Pete. That's not the easiest to get to. Although if I have an aunt that lives in Sarasota, that would be very easy to get to, but Tampa's very spread out. So Outlang's in a decent spot. Rowdies win on Pens 3-1. They advance. Come on, Rowdies.
In the Champions League final. The headline has been written.
Happy for Tampa. Happy for Tampa. Good people in that club too. They were great to work with when I went down there in August to do the video. Really good people. They were very accommodating. Nice stadium, good fans. I really recommend, if you're in Tampa, go check out a Rowdies game. It's fun. And it's a case of a baseball stadium that's no longer used for baseball being converted to a nice soccer stadium. It actually works pretty nice. Ryan saying that the DCFC fans are jackwagons. Glad the Rowdies won. The things I've heard about Detroit City fans is one of the reasons why I've not been exactly raring to go up there for like a future vlog. Which, by the way, in the 11 tomorrow, that's going to be an away day review because I went there earlier this season, but it was before I did the away day reviews. So I need to do a proper review of Carroll Stadium. So that'll happen tomorrow. I'll probably split those videos up again. Like I did with the current. I'll do the game day video. That'll be like, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. And then I'll come back and do the, away day review. I think that format just works better for you guys because that's a lot in one video. And I know you guys don't. I mean, you guys are here for this watch along for the past hour and a half, which bless you, by the way. There's 22 of you. By the way, if you've joined recently, hit that like button on this watch along. It just helps this channel out. But thank you for so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. This is MLS Next Pro, guys. And we've got over 20 of you in this chat. That's amazing. Reed in the box, far side. No one home. North Texas controls. Nice tackle. Antwi's got like Seth Antwi. In case you don't know about Seth Antwi for City 2, and there's a good chance you don't. We have N'Golo Kante at home because he's our 6. He's small. But guy has absolute moxie. I mean, I don't know if he ever plays in MLS, but like, he's one of those good guys like Juan Kuzain, who just, he's a glue guy for City 2. Good cross. Oh, not quite though. My depth perception is elite. Still 0-0, but this has been an entertaining one. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for being a part of this watch along because the SLU women's soccer game got done like right at 7. I mean, the game went perfectly on time. They won 2-0. Nothing too crazy. but I had to get out of a parking garage afterwards and then navigate traffic. And like, I'll tell you, and I don't know if Santi was there, but when I left, but like, I went, if you've ever been at Herman Stadium, so you know where Herman Stadium is, you know where the parking garage is. A 250-pound man could be seen sprinting from the bleachers to the garage. And let me tell you guys, I was gassed by the time I got to my car, but I had to get back here for this. And I'm just glad I'm at a point in my life where I can actually do that and not die. I do agree, Ryan. Detroit's downtown renewal is very impressive. But I mean, if they're jackwagons, they're jackwagons. Although I will disagree with you on the Red Wings. I don't hate the Red Wings like I did in the past, but I still I have the scars from Blues games gone by with them. And they're scars that will never heal. David Cotton asking a good question here. Does MLS Next Pro do added time or do they go straight to pens? If this was a regular season game, they would go straight to pens. Because it's the playoffs, they do extra time and then pens. Last week's City 2 versus Tacoma Defiant. No, it was the Town. Last week's game went to extra time. But we took care of business in extra time, so we didn't need penalties. By the way, Kane with a hot take here. He'd like a goal for City 2. That is a spicy take there. That's actually not that spicy. But Buckethead thinks that Kane, you're asking for a lot, bro. But I agree. But Brian, I'm with you. I would like a City 2 goal. Kane, I need to see you at City Park for the Next Pro final. That's an order. You're part of the zombie horde. You have a zombie jersey. This is your command. Crossing the oh, it's almost a bicycle. McSorley with a bicycle. What? If he actually scored that. Brandon McSorley, you absolute mad lad. If he scores that, he's an instant legend. You would have seen a grown man screaming at the top of his lungs had that actually happened. Announcer makes a good point. This is neither side's really. This is a stalemate. This really just feels like a stalemate. But yeah, I can't believe he went for a bicycle kick. That'd be absolutely nuts. Tommy in the chat. How's it going, Tommy? Is Colorado Rapids a rival to St. Louis? Not really. And you would think they would. I mean, we hate Stan Kroenke with everything in our souls, but there's not a fervor there with the Rapids. It's just not there. And Jeremy says it best. Owner of the Rapids, absolutely. The club, nah. The only club, I mean, Sporting Kansas is our main rivals, and that will be undisputed till the end of time. We also, at least us fans, don't like FC Cincy fans because they're absolute jackwagons on Twitter. Chicago Fire fans try to poke at us, and we just don't care. But really, that's kind of it. Like we focus all of our hate and anger at Sporting Kansas. Tommy, that's the question. Yeah, Kane agrees. No rivalry. But David makes a good point. The Rapids fans don't like Kroenke much either. Jeremy says it's Houston's our second rival. Yeah, maybe. I could see Houston being I wouldn't call them a major rival. I there's a gulf. There is a gulf between SKC and Houston when it comes to the rivalry mark. There's a giant gulf there. But I mean it's kind of there. It's got potential to be one. Yep. At Tommy, I agree. Only away fans at Los Angeles Rams home games. Yeah, I've seen that somewhere. I kind of agree. I wish we had a more fiery rival with Chicago. See what you did there. But yeah, St. Louis Chicago is the historic rivalry. It's just we're in different conferences. We don't play each other very much. Shot Klein. Oh,
What a save!
this fucking guy.
Good bank!
Are we playing prime Thibaut Courtois today? Good God, this fucking goalie. And yes, I use the F-bomb to describe this fucking goalie. God bless it. But we got a corner. Not that we're going to score it because this goalie is absolutely fucking nuts. Pardon the French. If you have kids in the room, I apologize. To all 23 of you that are in the chat now. Yeah, keeper might be Allison in disguise. That's a good point. Maybe they loaned in Queven Kelver. Oh, header. Another corner. Oh, it's a foul. Never mind. Everyone be nice. Be nice. We don't need more yellows. Yeah, I'm with you, Jeremy. Reflexes on second saves, awareness from everything else. I'm over it. I'm done. Colodey's going to have like a 9.0 FM rating. Right now, I'm sure FOTMob's XG ratings for Next Pro games are just absolutely top shelf. They have Colodey at 7.9 right now, so he's getting up there. Someone from FOTMob is watching this. Respect. No. Get out there. Good. That's on tweet there, backtracking to prevent a good shot there. Anyway, Ryan's point is the Fire were actually good. They would have a ton of fans because the rest of their teams are ass. And that kind of, I think, affects the rivalry or lack thereof between us because they're just, who cares? It's the Fire. Yeah, JT, I agree. Being in the East makes it hard to be a rival. I mean, you can be total a-holes like FC Cincy fans and you can kind of start a rivalry, but that's more of just a fan versus fan thing. It's not even a competitive rivalry. We have no reason to. I mean, we kicked the shit out of Cincy last year. Why am I so spicy tonight? It's I guess I'm just nervous because it's a 0-0 game. I had a good day today. Bino tournament was a lot of fun. 27 people in this watch along. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you for being along for this. As we're going to see a couple subs for City. Caden Glover's going to come in, as well as Ryan. Don't call me Simon Betcher. By the way, Caden Glover mentioned I have to show you Caden Glover since he's in now. Hand signed out of 25 rookie card that he signed after one of the playoff games. Caden Glover, what a guy. Bucket Hat asking, why are we taking Jose off? Both of our holding midfielders on yellows. Jose is probably tired because he's been running around everywhere tonight. He's probably tired. Mrs. Cora, how you doing, Mrs. Cora? I know we're still tied, but who do you think will actually win this? I have no reason to not think it's still going to be these guys. It should be like 2-0 right now, but this goalie for Dallas is absolutely bonkers. So I'm still going to say these guys. Not just because they're my club. Amy Murr suggesting maybe it was the tacos. Did you have the red sauce? No, I had the green sauce because the red sauce. Okay, if you ever have Super Santos tacos, street tacos, one, they're banger. But number two, he always gives you an option of green sauce or red sauce. Red sauce will burn your mouth up. The green sauce is nice. Oh no, here we go. Cleared, and that's going to be a corner. Don't like these chances from North Texas. They're trying here. But yeah, Seth Antwi also went out. Antwi was on a yellow, so that was one. That was a good takeoff. And yeah, Buckethead, you saw that. Go to a City 2 game. JT, go to a City 2 game. Bring the players come around after every game, Caden included, to sign autographs. Like, bring it to a City 2 game. If he's still there next year, which I don't see why he wouldn't be. I don't think he's going to go up. Caden's not going to go up to the main roster yet. They're still going to be very careful with him. Long free kick. Shot into Never Never Land. Yeah, Ryan pointing out that Real Madrid and Valencia got postponed due to the natural disaster. Yeah, tough time for Valencia right now. Also, Rayo Vallecano, they're based in Valencia, and they got postponed as well. They had flash flooding issues. And yeah, Valencia is a big club. That's where the next Liverpool goalie is coming from. Marsh-Deville, or he's got a complicated last name, but they bought Valencia's goalie and they loaned him back to Valencia this year. Probably going to be Allison's replacement in the coming years. Maybe next year. Maybe we move on from Allison at Liverpool, which I honestly wouldn't mind. Allison he gets banged up more than I would like. We've got Queven, Keller, her there, and then we got this guy from Valencia now. I mean, I think we can live without Allison. Mrs. Score, what's my score prediction? 1-0. I said it in the first half. This feels like a 1-0 game. I think that's still solid. I think 1-0. Yeah. Georgie Mamarshvili. Georgie Mamardashvili. I probably still screwed that up, but that's as close as I'm getting. Georgie Mamardashvili. I think that's it. Amy Murr, you're a red. Correct me if I'm wrong. Georgie Mamarshvili. I'm gonna have to learn that name because he's gonna be the Liverpool goalie for the next few years. By the way, Georgie Mamarshvili is the answer to a trivia question regarding Liverpool. Who is Arne Slot's first big signing? Answer: Georgie Mamarshvili. I know Real Madrid wanting to go after Trent scares me. We need to sign Trent. Apparently, I've seen reports, and again, it's Premier League rumors and stuff like that, so you got to take it with a big grain of salt. But apparently there's confidence that Liverpool will re-sign Trent, and I hope they do. He's the one of the three between him, Salah, and Van Dijk that I want him back the most. He's a Liverpool guy. He's young. He's got to be there. He just has to be there. I agree, JT. Trent needs to retire at Liverpool. Yeah, Kane. Yeah, Kane's also a Liverpool fan, and yeah, that's my best attempt. Oh, far side here to Joyner, but it ricochets off his chest. Reed tries to pump it back in. No one home. Headed out for a corner. Lots of corners for City this game. If only, North Texas didn't have the Almighty himself in goal, maybe we'd actually convert on these corners. Yeah, Virgil still scores. Honestly, all three of them need to be back. Yeah, Jake Henry is a Nottingham Forest fan. They're third in the table. Nottingham Forest at the quarter pole. Third. Low driven. Headed. This has got potential. But sorry there. No, it's still bouncing around. Oh, crap. I am getting very nervous and anxious over an MLS Next Pro game. What is wrong with me? There's 26 of you right now in the chat watching along, watching me watch an MLS Next Pro game. I don't know what that says about society, but I mean, I'll take it. But like, this is fun. Oh wait, there's 25 of you now. I think I ran one of you off. Sorry about that. John Klein cuts inside, pulls it back. Yeah, Cat Uncle, real sicko shit happening tonight. 100%. And yeah, the Broncos and FC Dallas guy. He's a Dallas guy. Oh, qualifier. MLS Next Pro playoff game. Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs? I'm very disappointed that it's going to be Philadelphia Union 2 in the final and not Columbus Crew 2 because we need that revenge from 2022. That's all right. We'll get it some other time. I mean, Crew was a 7 seed in the Next Pro playoffs. I mean, it was honestly, apparently, I mean, so like it would have been a Cinderella run for them this year. Yeah, we need to get the Bronco up to City Park to get his review. He did a video on. He stopped doing his MLS reviews because he runs into the same problem that I have when I do my USL reviews. It costs money to travel in this country. We don't have the budget airliners that they do in Europe. We don't have teams. You don't have like 200 teams that are within like a 50-mile radius like they do in England. So, yeah, I totally understand what the Broncos talking about. Yeah, how on earth is that a yellow? Actually, I think I figured out why.
I'm blind. I'm deaf. I want to be a ref. I'm blind. I'm deaf. I want to be a ref. I'm blind. I'm deaf. I want to be a ref. I'm blind. I'm deaf. I want to be a ref.
What he said. That's why. Blind and deaf. So apparently, as we get hooked on phonics here on the Soccer Zombie Watch Along, it is Georgi Mamardashvili. So basically how I said it, but Vili instead of Vili. So Mamardashvili is how you say that name. And you'll hear it a lot if you're a Liverpool fan in the next few years. So you better learn. Mrs. Cora, we need a wellness check, Mrs. Cora. You get so serious with these soccer games. I'm getting serious too. I'm getting very serious. This is the MLS Next Pro playoffs. This is serious. And it's a St. Louis team that is in an active competition for hardware. So, of course, I'm going to be serious about it. We all are. It's what we do. Oh, I think we got... We've got a tough one here. Kavaratiskelia. And I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong because there's probably like all sorts of silent letters in there. Free kick to St. Louis. Kavaratiskelia. That's my best attempt at that. Yeah. Even their player on that foul, the player got up right away. Oh my, well, here we go. Jeremy Clements with the $5 super sticker. Thank you very much, Jeremy. I guess because I was able to say Mamardashvili's name, Mamardashvili's name correctly. That earned me $5. Thank you, Jeremy. That's what I'm going to claim. That is what I'm going to claim. Mamardashvili. That is apparently worth $5. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate you. Klein with the free kick. Now I wish that $5, Jeremy, could have gone towards a goal, but we got a corner, so that's close. Okay, so on this one here, Kane is saying the middle k is that guttural sound though. So Kavaratishkelia. We'll try that. I don't know. Come on, we need to score this corner. I'm distracting from this. Come on. 78th minute. Johnny Klein, Mr. Volunteer himself, takes a short corner. But it's Reed in the box, back post. And that's going to be a foul on us. And yeah. Come on. Let's get hype. In fact, we need to get the chance going. No, wait. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Nope. 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 Nope, 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 nope. We need... All right. Enough of that. Jay Reed here on the throw. It is now halftime between Minnesota United and Real Salt Lake, and that game is 0-0. Thank you for the update, David Cotton. Foot on the Bilal boys. Come on. Did we just suddenly become like a become an Al Hilal stream here? Foot on the Bilal. No, I will not accept Ronaldo as the GOAT. It's Messi, damn it. Here's Joyner on the left, working in tandem with Jay Reed. He gets it to Reed. Reed in the box, far side. Can't be corralled by Betcher the Lesser. Sorry, Ryan. I mean, I like your. I talked to you after the game last week. You're a nice guy, but you're not Simon. It's Betcher the Lesser. Yeah, our service has not been great today. I agree. I mean, we've been. I mean, to North Texas' credit, they've been defending our balls in the box pretty well. God, I feel like I gotta believe there's a breakthrough coming. I've gotta believe. Jeremy, it was there was two subs. There was Betcher for Antwi and Glover for Kojima. That was about 10 minutes ago. Kane, I see your pronunciation of that guy. I'll deal with it later. Right now, Joyner free kick in the box. Goalie makes a save, but there was contact. So, by the way, David pointing out the winner of Indy 11 in Rhode Island tomorrow play Lou City. Even more reason to hope for an Indy 11 win because Indy 11 and Lou City, that's a rivalry. That would be a fun game. One I'm sure Louisville City would win, but you know. Mentioned earlier that I'll be at the Indy 11 Rhode Island game tomorrow, traveling to Indy with Matt Bird. It's kind of I'm from the St. Louisans. Nice enough to offer a spot in the car. He did warn me though that he's going to have 2 6-year-old sons with him, so I got to deal with that on the way. But you know what? For Indy 11, for soccer on a free weekend day, I'll do it. I will put up with it. I will bring my earbuds, and everything will be fine. In fact, I've actually got them right here. So everything will be A-okay. Bucket Hat is going to rename his son to whoever scores if we score. Come on, Selmir Pedro. We need Selmir Bucket Hat. I doubt Selmir Pedro even plays this game, honestly. Cross, far, too far, too far, too far. Kane has a growing list of names he's going to name his firstborn. His son is going to be Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado, Gorman, Roman Berkey, Indiana Vasilev, Viktorovich. So just your average, long, Russian aristocracy name. Wow, no Buckethead Viktorovich, Kane? So rude. Very rude. Oh, Jeremy, we're at squeaky bum time now. All 22 of you that are in this chat right now better have some squeaky bums. I need to hear squeaking from a distance. Oh, God. And that's not going to help squeaky bum time. Oh, correction. Kane's firstborn is going to be Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado, Gorman, Roman Berkey, Indiana Vasilev, Buckethead Viktorovich. Everyone's just going to call him Steve. No goal for Real Salt Lake. Still a 0-0 draw, so that's taken off. Mrs. Cora, by the way, asking Minnesota or Salt Lake based off of city and soccer teams. I don't have a dog in this fight. I have nothing against either team. I have no reason to have anything against either team, really. I'm gonna go with Minnesota only because their home kits this year are just spectacular. But Kane's going for Salt Lake. That's fair. Free kick in the box, headed towards net. Oliveras there. By the way, Christian Oliveras has not had much to do this game. This still feels like it's slanted towards St. Louis. But I don't even want to think about that, honestly. I had a very dark thought going in my head about how this game could turn out, and I'm not gonna release it into the wild. Because we're gonna win this one, damn it. Mrs. Cora, excuse me. Messi is the GOAT. I rag on him all the time because I think he's overexposed as hell in this country. But Messi is the GOAT. But who would you say, Mrs. Cora, is the GOAT? And don't say Ronaldo. Ronaldo is not the GOAT. By the way, Cam, we're going to get silly out there. It's Cam Silly coming in for Johnny the Volunteer Klein. Hopefully that's not Klein's last appearance in a City 2 uniform. Kane wants to know if we're scoring before 90 or going to extras, and he was kind enough to call me Mr. Zombie. Well, thank you, Kane. What a gentleman. I want to think we're going to score before the end of regular time, but I'm getting more and more worried that this is going to go to extras. I don't like that. And you know who doesn't like that either? My kitty. It's Ramsey. Hi, say hi to Ramsey. Hi, Ramsey. I don't think he likes being held this way. I'm going to hold him like the usual way. There we go. There we go. Baby Yoda has been replaced by Ramsey the cat for my my stress moments here. Ramsey right now is confused. Ramsey, want to say something? Yeah. You're a good kitty. You may be named after Ramsay Bolton, who was a complete bastard in Game of Thrones, but you're not a bastard. You're a good cat. You've left your bastard days behind. Yeah. Drop some bars, Ramsey. Drop some bars. No, he just wants to rub the microphone, I think. Okay, Ramsey, you can go down now. Say bye to Ramsey, everyone. Bye, Ramsey. Of course, he's going to be right by my feet probably this whole game, so. All right, Jeff, I thought we were calling Tom Babysitter Zombie. Oh, Jeff listened to the latest River City Ramble, and you should too, if you have 2 hours to spare. Yep, bye, Ramsey. Ramsey is literally right here. He's like right down there, by the way. So like he has not gone anywhere. He's my buddy. He's my buddy. Yeah, but he should speak up. He should speak up. He's got a voice. Hey, look at that. It's another St. Louis City 2 corner kick. Where have I seen that? Another corner. I'm petting Ramsey right now because I'm nervous. We're almost at the 90th minute here. We're going to score here. Come on. I believe. Come on, boys. Boys. He corrected himself. Kane has an announcement here. I must confess, I find myself rather underwhelmed by the caliber of officiating displayed by this particular referee. That is in his educated and formal opinion. Thank you, Kane. I agree with that. I should say that if this game does go to penalties, this will be the second time these two teams have gone to penalties this year. And North Texas won via penalties the last time. So we can't let this go to penalties. We need to put this away. We need to put this away now. And the first thing we need to do is get out of this blind corner at Choctaw Stadium. There we go. Up the field we go. Come on, we need to score. We need to score. All right, Joyner advancing, blocked, and hey, everybody, we got another corner kick. How many corners have we had this game? This is kind of silly at this point, and I'm not talking about Cam silly either. According to FOTMob, this will be corner number 10. 10. By the way, Buckethead SC is not a Buckethead guy. Go figure. Joyner. Whistle blows. Hang on 1 second. Had to cough. It would be the most exquisite delight if City 2 were to attain the pinnacle of triumph in this engagement. Well, I quite agree with that, actually. 3 minutes, ball in the box. Keep it, well, that's a way to keep it alive. And another corner. No. +3 of added time. You know what would be an exquisite delight is if we actually converted on this corner here. They are just giving away corners like candy at Halloween here. Joyner in the box, still headed of the way though. Why can't we win a single corner? Good battle, good battle. That's going to be North Texas throw though. Did Leuven give these guys corner lessons? They've been dreadful tonight. Yeah, like I said, Joyner's not sharp tonight. Joyner is not sharp. It's kind of a rare dud for him tonight, but tonight's been a dud for him. Something in my teeth. Sorry. Apparently it's very windy at Choctaw Stadium. Don't like, too much space. Okay. He fed it too far. It's okay. Fatbug24, how's it going, Fatbug? Can they put a call to Alex Langer at the break? Is that our phone a friend? That's right. Yeah, let's get our set piece guru out there. So what you're saying, Jeremy, is am I in your head? In your head? Zombie? E? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, don't like. Oliveras has been fine tonight. He's been fine. He just hasn't been really tested too much. See, there we go. I'm in your head, as the back of my jersey says. Which I believe you are a proud owner of one of them. Thank you very much, Jeremy. You know what? I'm going to do something right now. I haven't done. I probably should do this more often, honestly, than I do. I'm just going to leave that right there in the chat. Just saying. If you don't have one, they're still on sale. The scarves are being pulled. I think those have been removed from sale. Odds and ends, scarves. Yeah, the scarves are actually. You know what? I take it back. The scarf is still for sale. They have not taken that off yet. So yeah, you can still get a scarf if you want. But we are going to extras. Extra. Read all about it. We've got a long night ahead of us here. So you know what? I've been going for 2 hours here, and my bladder is like, if it could talk, it'd be like weeping right now. So I need to hit the head. I'm sure you guys need to hit the head right now. So I will be right back. Don't worry. We're not going anywhere. Just we'll be back. Oh God, we're going again. Hang on, I'm coming back. Sorry about that. I was getting some Chick-fil-A. By the way, I've completely neglected my timer, which is fantastic. So I promise that'll resume when we get to that point. But forgive me, I thought I would have some time to eat some Chick-fil-A that I've been staring at for 2 hours, but I've been unable to eat because I've been doing this watch along. So, but we don't mess around in MLS Next Pro. That was like, what, a 5-minute break? Uh-oh, tragedy has struck. I've got Chick-fil-A sauce on my jersey. That's tragic. It's all right. This needed to be washed anyway. Okay. Chick-fil-A is fire right now. I agree. One of the reasons I like doing stuff for St. Louis University is that a lot of times they feed you, and they had Chick-fil-A for catering today, so I grabbed some on the way out. Breakfast King, the king of breakfast, the newly married king of breakfast. Justin, how's it going, man? Welcome to the nerves. We are a very nervy group here. I can confirm Jake Henry is still very nervous. But yeah, Justin's here now. He's newly married. We're gonna score now. By the way, Justin, proper congrats for that, by the way. So looking for a napkin because I got Chick-fil-A sauce on my shirt. It's all right. This need to be washed anyway, so it's fine. There we go. Proper. I thought there was gonna be more time between the end and the first extra period. That surprised me. I'm gonna finish the sandwich here, and I'll keep watching. Okay, we're back. Had to finish that. Sorry. One of those people that doesn't like when people are watching me eat food, but that's all right. It happens sometimes. By the way, Justin, I'm glad to hear that your first couple weeks of marriage have been good, as opposed to the alternative. Very glad to hear that. Hi, Mr. King. Permit me to extend my most heartfelt felicitations on the splendid occasion of your matrimonial union. That from Kane Viktorovich, who in no way usually sounds like a lad from Liverpool. Justin's very thankful for that. Buckethead is wondering if Kane's okay. I wonder that just in general about him, usually all the time. I agree. Reed did well with that. By the way, Bucket Hat, Kane has a response. I'm in a state of most excellent well-being. I am most appreciative of your thoughtful concern, Mr. Bucket. I may be offending anyone that's ever been to England with that accent, by the way. I apologize. It's just my interpretation, though. It's an interpretation. It's not the real thing. It is very windy at Choctaw Stadium. I keep hearing the wind just on my thing. Oh man. Mr. Zombie, pray tell which accent that might be intended to allude. I'm trying to be a general British man here. That's my attempt at it. Clearly, Kane, you are not convinced. You are not convinced. I probably cover about 5 or 6 different accents in England with my speech here. Buckethead is already demanding that if we score, the accent is stopped. Quite honestly, I may just stop it anyway, just because it is an affront to English everywhere. Yeah, Scott has to be careful. He's on a yellow. Another free kick. Set piece after set piece after set piece after set piece after set piece. Like, they don't track how many free kicks we've had, but like it's a lot. Ryan, I think you're wrong. I think this sounds more like a Southern accent right here. I could pull off Southern right here. I can even sound like I'm from Tennessee if you wanted to, or I can sound like I'm from Texas with a bit of a drawl if that's what you want. But that's not a Southern accent here. No, it's a British. And Kane is in complete accord. He finds my accent a complete affront. Well, Kane, I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I think this is more of a Southern accent right here. Thank you very much. Yes, I am distracting myself from a stressful game here. Glover in the box, far side, Joyner! That would have been the moment. Joyner, that was your moment, bro. In a season where you've had so many moments. This is why we're gonna win this one, though. It's gotta happen. Bucket hat, just calm down, lower the blood pressure a little bit. Go to the dispensary and get yourself a doobie snack if you have to, but chill. It's fine. Mrs. Cora has had enough. She is done. This game is going on for too long now, so she's going to have to say it. North Texas can kiss my ass. I'm kind of tired of them too, honestly. No. That would have been a kiss my ass moment had they converted there, but it's going to be a corner instead. Confound it. Absolutely confound it. By the way, Kane, you may have noticed that I've not attempted a Scouse accent because that is forever going to be foreign to me. Scouse is just alien. Bounces, tries a flick, cleared. Man, pivotal 0-0 extra time game, and we're doing tricks out there. Shot blocked away, another corner. Another corner. This time for them, though. I don't like that. I don't like that. Not a fan. Oh. Okay, I think we all need something a little soothing right now. So how about this soothing image of these fans from the No Go Patrol Discord enjoying City 2 in their driveway on a projector, sitting around what has to be a warm and cozy fire. We all need that right now because Buckethead is having chest palpitations here. So we're going to calm down with this Lovely image of soccer around the fire. And yes, No Go Patrol Jeremy does have a Discord. That's very cool though. I agree. Ryan, that's gangsta. Jerry's coping mechanism right now is a Magnum bar double caramel. Good choice. That is a quality choice. Oh, she's adding it to a side with her beer. Nice. I don't have any ice cream in the house right now. Otherwise, I might be doing that. I could definitely go for a drumstick especially because my final Parker Pilsner has runneth down. What a shame. All right, Jeremy, I sent you an invite to the No Goal Patrol Discord. But yeah, RIP Parker Pilsner. I would pour out my Parker Pilsner if I had any left. Ryan's going to make a run for McNuggets. That's a good choice. I've still got another Chick-fil-A sandwich right here, so that's my coping mechanism. Mrs. Cora is having a moment right now. Just you can see that on the screen right there. She's having a moment. It's going to be okay. Jeremy wants a blizzard now. Oh God. Oh God. God. Don't tempt me, Frodo. Don't tempt me with a blizzard right now. I can't. Jeremy, you've joined the No Goal Patrol Discord. Nice. Yeah, it's very windy. Very windy. Buckethat's about to DoorDash some junk food. It's not a bad choice. Justin wants Chick-fil-A on Sundays. Well, I mean, it's technically Sunday in England right now. So, I mean, I'm eating Chick-fil-A on a Sunday in England. If we were in England, but we're not. They also don't have Chick-fil-A in England. Ryan still lives in rural Southern Illinois and doesn't have a Chick-fil-A near him. That's tragic. That is tragic. But Jerry agrees. Chick-fil-A on a Sunday sounds great. In fact, Chick-fil-A on a Sunday sounds like a band name. And now coming to the stage, Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. It's like a punk band or something. Mrs. Score is still having a moment. Either that or her cat. I was going to say, she says she dropped something on her computer. I was going to say, like, do you have a cat that, like, walked over your keyboard? Speaking of cats. Ramsey. There you are. Took you a while. Did I wake you? David, that's right. It is time to set our clocks back an hour. We're falling back. That'll help because I have an early start tomorrow before me and Bird go to Indy tomorrow. Oh no, that's a beautiful ball, but good save by Oliveras.
What a save! Good bank!
That was a good save by Oliveras. That was dangerous. Oh, Mrs. Cora is in the Netherlands. Whereabouts in the Netherlands? Are you Amsterdam, Rotterdam? Where are you hailing from, Mrs. Cora? And why are you watching third division American soccer watch-alongs from the Netherlands? Why? Thank you, but why? She's in Hague. Got it. Oh, threatening, not happening. Carlo, 1 hour back was last week in Belgium. Yeah, I know it was last week for a few places. Also, Carlo, are you from Belgium? We are going international on this watch along here. Good morgen. I probably butchered that. Yep, Oliveras, he's a stud. But yeah, we do look kind of tired here, Jerry. I agree. The steam has been let out of our engine here. Do they still have steam engines? Is that a thing? Carlo's been watching for a while now, man. Welcome from Belgium. We got Belgium and the Netherlands here. Also, all of the lowlands are represented here. You love to see it. MLS Next Pro going global, ladies and gentlemen. 27 people in the chat right now. Welcome, guys. Welcome each and every one of you, whether you're from the Netherlands, Belgium, America, State of Mind. Get out of there. Shot. No. Not like this. Not like this. Yeah. Banner describes the mood right now. Jake, I'm sad too. Dracule's here. Fudge. Yeah, David, pass me some of that copium. I need it right now. Yeah, just tired. Just absolutely tired. They kept running into the wall, running into the wall, running into the wall, running into this goalie that just would not be fucking penetrated. And I just realized that sounded like, bad phrasing there, but just like, it just feels like our race has been run this one here. Dudes are just standing around. And now North Texas is going to park the bus with 5 in the back, though, which they should. There is no joy in Mudville. There is no joy in Mudville tonight. I mean, North Texas is tired, but they were able to find the back of the net. Here we go, ball in the box. Why our service in the box has been so bad. Extra time. I see, David, I'm with you. I like the idea of 15,000 for a final because they're not going to fill Choctaw Stadium with 15,000. St. Louis, they might have. Fudge. All right. I'm going to eat this second Chick-fil-A sandwich, and I'm going to do that in privacy. So I will be back. This may surprise you, but it's really easy to smash a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich in short time when you're stress eating. Because this is stress eating. Sorry for the food ASMR there at the end. But no wonder these players are so tired. They don't give them a freaking break. All right. I didn't want this to go to PKs. I had some last drops. I didn't want this to go to PKs, but now that's looking like best case scenario here at this point. Got to get that equalizer. Time to throw it forward. I agree, Jeremy. Need some ref help. That would help too. Pedro is not the answer here. If he's the answer, then what the hell's the question? Jake calling for the ghost of 2022, Tomas Ostrak. Can we get Josh Dalling back in here for us if we're talking 2022 City 2? Like, where's Juan Kuzain? League office would definitely prefer a final at Energizer Park over Choctaw, I'm sure. PK for North Texas, and we might be cooked. We might be cooked. Ethan, how's it going, man? Good to see you at the Bean Neal tournament today. Saying hi between extra time. Damn trooper. Yeah. I think, and if I'm a trooper, then I've just been gunned down in the forest. Academy watch along win. They need to up the game on that one. Mrs. Cora is going to break something during this break. Mrs. Cora is getting serious in The Hague right now. It is getting very spicy in The Hague right now. Bucket out with 3-bite a Chick-fil-A sandwich. This was about a 6-biter, I think. I didn't want to choke. Yeah, good night. Legs are gone. Legs are cooked. Pedro would have been the answer if we traded him to North Texas before the game. I agree. Why can't we pause the match? Because that's life. All right. Carlo with some good info on Belgium right now, but I'm right now just bracing for the inevitable here. All right. Right in the heart. Right in the heart.
We're fucking shit! 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 We're fucking shit!
We had to win this one in regulation. We had many chances to win this one in regulation. North Texas's goalie went into God mode. He found the command prompt and he typed in the code for God mode, and that is why we have lost this game. We put everything into getting that game winner in regulation, and we got bupkis out of it. And now North Texas is picking us apart here in extra time, and it's not good. It is not good. Turn bad so quick. Yeah. Carlos, this is F and F. Yep. Lock in, wake up. I'm tired. It's 10 o'clock at night here. I've had a long day. And we're getting cooked right now. Our last hope for St. Louis City Hardware this year is going up in smoke. Oh, man. Here's some male pattern baldness for you. There we go. Get that bald head in there. Now we could put. Now you see why I wear the hat. Now you see why I wear the hat. And that's a good tackle. Okay. And gets clattered. What are we doing? Don't get another card. No, don't get a card, Dita. But they always get the retaliation on that. I mean, you just got clattered. Carlo, how many minutes to go? I gave up on my timer. We have it is 109:50 now. So we're going to be at 110 coming up at mark. So we got about 10 minutes plus stoppage. Nice ball, Glover, Reed. Can't get it through a defender because defenders don't work like that. You have to get it around them. Ball in the box. Another bicycle attempt. Kind of a dangerous bicycle attempt because I think he caught a defender there. Ford Madison is going to be hosting their semi. Yet next weekend is an absolute no-go for me for any sort of travel. I've got too much going on. Like St. Louis University just basically going to own my ass next weekend in all likelihood. Because now that I don't have to worry about going to a City 2 game on Friday, although still time, I have two volleyball games to do with St. Louis University Friday and Saturday, and then I have men's soccer is probably going to be hosting a game because their playoffs start. And then the finals for the women's soccer is going to be on that Sunday. And I'm sure St. Louis is going to be in it because they're just so much better than any other team in the conference. So, yeah, no travel for me next weekend, unfortunately. Mrs. Cora is getting violent in her house in The Hague, or flat, or apartment, or dorm. She has thrown a glass bottle at the wall. Right after Bucket Hat says, now we're playing with some intensity, Mrs. Cora throws a glass bottle to the wall. And yeah, I'm aware that if Union Omaha went out, the final is in Omaha. That would be very tough for me to get to as well. The next 2 weekends just absolutely suck for me to do any sort of travel. It's what happens when you have multiple leagues and college conferences that schedule everything at the same time. They make you pick one. And I like making money. So that's, fortunately, St. Louis owns me. St. Louis University owns me. That's not a foul. He got ball. Announcer, shove it. Shove it, announcer. It's good football. By the way, it's 10 o'clock, by the way. If you're Mrs. Core in Netherlands, or Carlo in Belgium, it is currently 10 o'clock at night here. Which means that at your end of the world, it's got to be like, what, 4, 5 in the morning? I know Carlo just said you had your fallback time last weekend. So is it like 4 a.m.? By the way, Carlo from Belgium, Flanders, Belgium, actually, I saw that earlier. As a Belgian, he likes the USL more than MLS. I like that. Respect. If USL were bigger, I might be tempted to do more stuff with them in terms of like watch-alongs and content, but right now they just like the game day, like going to games and doing the vlogs from them. They do, you know, like they do decent. I think there's still a curiosity about them, but like the stuff I'm talking about doing would be like if I had like actual engaged fans, and right now that's still very much in the development stage, just as the league is developing. It is 4 a.m. in Belgium right now. That makes sense. Jerry, USL doesn't have Messi, so of course it's better. It's fair. They don't have Ronaldo either. They don't have Neymar. They will have Johnny Klein next year, probably. Can we get one, please? Glover, good ball. And another corner. Why can't I get excited about corner kicks for St. Louis? because every single one of them tonight has been just absolute caca. That's Spanish for not great. I'm not going to repeat that. Spanish for dookie. USL and promotion and relegation are more meaningful than MLS. Now, USL, there's no promotion and relegation. I mean, there is a team in USL League One, Lexington, who actually finished like dead last in their league. They're going to the USL Championship next year because they bought their way in. That's just so USL is not any better in that regard. But USL just it's a more kind of an outlaw vibe compared to MLS, where everything's like structured and built for profits and things like that. USL, it's still a little more grassroots, for lack of a better term. I agree, but I do agree we need promotion relegation. It's just that America is run by business people that don't like to lose money. And since we don't have the long-standing traditions of European footy, we have to bow to these interests and accept that we can have soccer in this country, but there's few people that are willing to own a soccer club that is willing to be so that are very risk adverse. They don't want the possibility that their beloved club is going to have to do an away day in Chattanooga next year. They want to face Indy 11. They want to face Tampa Bay. They don't want to go to Chattanooga or Naples or wherever. 5 minutes of stoppage. 5 minutes. Actually, no, just 5 minutes left in general. But then JT says there's going to be a bit of stoppage. All right. I hate to say this. It is now 117 minutes in at mark. I'm ready for this game to be over. I'm ready for this game. I'm ready for the final whistle. I think our goose is cooked. Our goose is cooked. It's just, yeah. What I said before still applies. We threw everything into winning in regulation, and we had nothing for extra time. Good block, though. Very good block by Wenzel. Ramirez shot blocked. Yeah, this game was just North Texas having to outlast us. We punched ourselves into tiredness, like Rumble in the Jungle, like Foreman. We're Foreman, and North Texas is Ali tonight. That's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah, very good season. Don't get me wrong. They're one of the last 4 surviving teams in MLS Next Pro, and this is for a club that is in their second year of existence. So, like, feather in their cap. Absolutely. And it's just a sign that I think City 2 is going to be powerhouses in Next Pro for years to come, just with the way that we're building it. David Cotton wanted to know about what I think about the fall to spring calendar. So, for our friends in the Belgium and the Netherlands, there is discussion that MLS after the 2026 World Cup will flip to a fall to spring schedule, because right now we are a spring to fall schedule. And we do that because it gets really freaking cold in parts of our country, especially the further north you go. And I should also include Canada in that because we have a few Canadian teams. And the idea would be that we would play a regular spring to fall schedule in 2025. And then in 2026, after the World Cup, we start that season after the World Cup because we're hosting the World Cup in 2026. North America is Canada, America, and Mexico. And so I think from that aspect, I like the idea of a fall to spring calendar. I like it if we implemented it that particular year because the World Cup is going to cause a major scheduling issue if we kept a spring to fall calendar that year, because it's going to be right in the middle of the year. I do have questions about how viable it'll be long term. As icing on the cake, we're done. Yeah, we're done. So anyway, yeah, I've given up. Yeah, I've done DOG, done DONE, and the North Texas faithful are happy. Yay, good for them. Whoopty. But I have questions about it long term just because of the weather aspect, because we're going to have to schedule games away from, colder climates in, December, January. Cause like it gets really cold. Like we get down to like the teens, the 20s, we get super, super cold here in like Minnesota, Montreal, places like that. So that's a concern I have. I also have concerns because we'd be competing with NFL directly. We overlap a little bit right now, but like we'd be directly competing with them. We'd be directly competing with NBA, NHL. You'd also have to convince fans in America to bundle up in 20-degree weather to go watch their favorite MLS club. That might be a hard sell. But maybe I'm overblowing it. Maybe it wouldn't be. Maybe it won't be that bad. But and yes, Carlo, Americans, they don't like to be out in the cold if we don't have to. Usually. By the way, that's a game. Game over. GG's. St. Louis City 2 goes home. Ends the season 3-0 loss at North Texas. I kind of agree, Justin, that I really am worried because St. Louis. So, Carlo, St. Louis City, technically it was St. Louis City 2, hosted Bayer Leverkusen in November of 2022. It was cold. It was later in November. It was like November 22nd, I think, or maybe it was 18th. I don't know. It was somewhere in there. And it was cold, super cold. It was like right at the freezing mark, basically the whole game. I lost feeling in my toes in like the 70th minute, and I bundled up. I prepared. I wore layers. It was still cold. People still talk about the Leverkusen game, not because we were the unofficial launching point for Leverkusen's dream run last year, but also because it was obnoxiously cold. And this is St. Louis. We're in the middle of the country. Like if you were to look at at the borders of our country, St. Louis is about as close to right in the middle as you can get. We're a little bit to the right, but like we're right center. We're not that cold usually. Like we don't get like super duper ultra, oh my God, cold. Not very often. But we do get we get cold. We get cold. I think I think we would suffer if we played home games in January and February and December because of the cold. I just think we would suffer. Anyway, that's my TED Talk. Yeah, their goalie fell into a vat of radioactive waste. This guy is superhuman, absolutely superhuman. Man of the match, easily. Jeremy, I agree. I think the fatigue settled in for the guys. We were just gassed, and I agree. I mean, like I said, this felt like Rumble in the Jungle, where North Texas let us be foreman and let us punch ourselves out, and then in extra time they just picked us apart, flat out. And we are going to go back out to North Texas because Aaron Leak is there. Aaron, I just made the analogy that this match was the Rumble in the Jungle and we were George Foreman. And North Texas let us basically allowed us to punch ourselves out. And by the time we got to extra time, it looked like we were close. What did you think?
I would say that in the end, their speed on the outside is what won this game. We couldn't keep up, and I mean, it led to the penalty. He blew by two guys, and we had no choice but to foul him. The speed on the end, obviously, we're pressing, so the third goal is kind of a throwaway, but they were just so quick up front, and I just don't think that we had answers for them out on the wings.
No, we didn't, and not a particularly. You said it at halftime. Jay Reed does things we like and things we don't like, and this was not a great. This was not a great Jay Reed game or a Tyson Pierce game.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Tyson actually played a pretty good game on his side. I think most of the problems came on Jaden's side, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, they deserve to win. Their goalie was outstanding, and yeah, I think they deserve to win. I don't know if I lost y'all.
I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
My something happened in my browser and it just kind of went, whoops, StreamYard had a problem. But anyway, we were talking about the wing play and it wasn't a great game for Jay Reed.
Yeah, I like I said, I thought Tyson played a good game. I think Jay, you could see he was trying to keep an eye over there, but I mean, we needed to really pay attention over to that side because they were fast and they were picking on him. By the time we got to overtime, I mean, they knew that was where their advantage was, and they kept setting it up, and they kept getting it over there. And yeah, they're a great team.
They are. They really were, and fair play to them. I mean, they absolutely. I mean, they weathered what we threw at them very well. I will say though that Mekhi Joyner's services into the box weren't great tonight.
No, we had a lot of corners that were really poorly taken.
Yeah, not great tonight. By the way, Kane has a question, and I got to do it in his like proper voice here. So, Aaron, my good sir, I see you donned in your city gear. Were there any North Texas fans wearing North Texas gear? It did not seem so when they panned to the crowd, if why I ask.
I would say there were actually a lot of people wearing FC Dallas gear,
Okay.
for sure. And then there was a little truck outside the stadium that was handing out some North Texas T-shirts to kids.
Oh.
So I don't know. There was probably 20 or so. As I see Mbappe walking by, I did see a Messi jersey earlier. I tried to get a picture and I wasn't quick enough, but yes, Messi has made an appearance and now Mbappe has made an appearance. So
honestly, I believe it. You just saying it, I believe it.
Yeah. So no, I think that they were. I mean, it's not a city match where it's 80% in some sort of merch or gear, but yeah, there was plenty of FC Dallas stuff going on.
Definitely. Well, a bummer that we will not have one more home game at the newly christened Energizer Park. But, I was just talking about this, before you came on, like, this is our second year of existence as a pro club, in third year in existence as a city, with our City 2 club. The fact that we've gone to a final already and we've gone to a semifinal, we're going to be back year in and year out. I think I see no reason why this team can't be competing like this, and I'm talking about City 2, at this level for many years to come.
We've got some great young players, and it wasn't a great night. Mekhi did really not have a good game. He had a couple shots really close that he needed to convert. It's a whole different story, but yeah, just in general, not a lot of great games from anyone, honestly. We played okay, but
McSorley had his chances, but like, when we were talking about those, services into the box, like, I've been bragging to people how great McSorley is in the air, and he was nerfed.
Well, I mean, you kind of mentioned it earlier. The services in from the corner, there was nothing up. There was nothing where he had a chance to do something on it. The handful that we actually got in the air were easily snuffed out by their goalie, but it was a lot of line drives that were short, nothing back post or anything like that. And we just, we had a lot of corners. I don't know what the numbers were, but it seemed like we had plenty of opportunities, and Just there were no good ones.
I think the final count on corners was like 13 or 14.
Wow.
It was a not, and then we had a lot of free kicks too that went nowhere.
Yeah, and Mackay took a lot of those, and it seemed like he was just in between taking a shot, dumping it off, and they just went into nowhere. So
Yeah.
it's frustrating, but
well, even the great ones have stinkers now and then. So, and Mackay is no exception. But he'll be back next year.
Yeah, our team unfortunately was very disappointed. They left the field very, very quickly, went to the locker room. So a lot of the parents that were hanging around tried to catch their kids, but it was pretty cool. Sitting next to Nick Bishop's dad.
That's awesome.
That's who I was hanging out with all night. It's just crazy to think what the families go through. Like, I mean, we're talking high school kids. I can't get over that. There's 17-year-old kids here that are playing professional soccer and all the things that their families do to support them. There were a number of parents and family members here, so it was a good little St. Louis contingent, but in the end, just not enough.
Well, there is a silver lining. That is the St. Louis Blues won tonight. They beat Toronto 3-2.
Okay, well, good job, St. Louis. We'll take it at this point.
And you know what? We're going to have to find ways to occupy our time for the next few months because we have no St. Louis City. So I guess go Blues.
Go SLU.
Well, yeah, SLU basketball. That's right. We got that going on.
Yeah,
we could have a WNBA team soon.
We've got. What is it? The women's semifinals and finals of the Big Ten is being played at City/Energizer Park. And then, of course, we got the men's national team.
Yes. I was just going to say that. And we've got the St. Louis Ambush, which.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's an option.
And so if people haven't been there in a while, they got some grant money over the last year, and they completely redid all of the seating, all of the video boards. We were there for the Simone Biles gymnastics thing, and noticed that everything looks really brand new. So
nice.
This would be a good time to get out to St. Charles and go watch some Ambush games. Similar to City 2, it's an inexpensive ticket, and you want to see goals. It's a lot of fun.
Maybe I should give them another shot because that place needed a facelift. Like it was permanently stuck in 1999 when I went last year.
It feels more like 2015 now.
That's better. That's a big improvement. That's a big improvement. So
yeah.
So alrighty, man. Well, safe travels. Not just out of North Texas, but to Glees.
I will be back in time for the men's national game, so I will be there for that, and hopefully we'll pack that park and we'll have some fun rooting on Team USA.
Yep. Enjoy the hummus.
Yes. All right, everyone. Appreciate it.
All right.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. All right, that's going to do it for Aaron. That's going to do it for me as well. Seriously, there's still 21 of you sickos in here for MLS Next Pro Watch Along. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. And if you haven't done so already, drop a like on this because it just helps this channel out. And I love doing these watch alongs with you guys because it's a community. We get to talk about the game and, we get to hang out. And that's what, it's wholesome. It's fun, and I really enjoy having you guys here. Jerry's going to grab some more ice cream right now. I think Ryan was going to go out for some McNuggets. Buckethead was gonna DoorDash some junk food. I've conquered my Chick-fil-A right over here. It's like I got a whole messy pile over here. Oh, but Kane bids me farewell. Till next season. Pip pip cheerio. I'll see you next season, Kane. Keep going to those games. Safe travels to you. David Cotton, been fun this year as well. Eli Carlson is a mad lad. He's going to drink some Red Bull. I don't know why. Do you not have to go to bed? I mean, I have to go to Indy tomorrow. It's I have to go to bed soon. But I'm going to try to figure out this offseason how I can get you all together, for something. I have to really think because I was talking with City Refs today at the Bino tournament. Like maybe we need to get a get together, like this off season, like a zombie horde get together, doing something. I've never really thought of like event planning and things like that. So like I need to get on that. But like yeah, I want to hang out with you guys this off season some way somehow. Maybe we have a day at the ambush game. Maybe we just have maybe we could like rent out a suite at the ambush game or something and do that. Schedule drop show again. USL. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see about that. Carlos from Belgium is going to look forward to the next streams. Thank you very much for joining me, Carlo from Belgium. Jeremy, ambush game, or we can do a Premier League hangout or something. The problem with doing those, the Premier League, is that they're so freaking early here in America. Like the early Premier League games on Saturdays are like 6:30 our time. That's early, and I like sleeping on the weekends. March 1st in San Diego. I am still hell or high water. I'm going to go to San Diego. I will try to figure out how to get into that stadium for the St. Louis City versus San Diego FC game. I need to be there. I just have to be there. I'm going to be there. I need to figure that out. Hopefully, and David, let me know, when does the League MX schedule come out? Because I'm hoping that there is a game in Tijuana the night before. Yes, I wanted to see what Tijuana is all about. I want to see what the hype's all about. Mostly, though, I just want to see a League MX game while I'm there. So hopefully we can see that. But I think that'll come out about the same time as the USL schedule comes out. St. Louis Ambush, they are an arena soccer team, very minor league in terms of like if you're looking at like, quality of play. But they play a fall to spring schedule, and they play indoors in a arena out in St. Charles, which is a suburb of St. Louis, about 20 minutes about 25 minutes from the city. So, but that gets going here pretty soon with the ambush. So, I'm gonna hot take. I was not a big fan of my experience at the ambush games last year, but part of that was because the arena was kind of dumpy. So maybe it's better. So anyway, you guys are leaving. I'm leaving too. Pip pip cheerio. I'll see you next time when I see you. Have a good night.